He spoke for nearly an hour, batting away questions about whether he's capable of running for another 4 years.
I'm determined on running, but I think it's important that I allay fears by let them see me out there.
Questions about U.S. President Biden's mental fitness and calls for him to abandon his run for another term in the White House have been escalating for weeks. So when the 81-year-old president was asked, had he reduced his schedule following his poor debate performance last month against his rival Donald Trump, Biden scoffed.
And if you look at my schedule since I made that stupid mistake, I just got to pace myself a little more. Pace myself. In the next debate, I'm not going to be traveling in the 15 time zones.
Biden insists his successful presidency is proof he's still strong physically and mentally. As he spoke at the end of 3 days of NATO meetings in Washington, he told reporters NATO leaders are urging him to keep running, fearful his rival, former President Donald Trump, will return to the White House.
What I hear them say is, you've got to win.
But NATO leaders were visibly uncomfortable and audibly gasped when Biden, at the end of the NATO summit, introduced Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky as Russian President Vladimir Putin.
And now I want to hand it over to the President of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin. He's going to beat President Putin, President Zelensky.
Biden quickly corrected himself. Others in attendance also defended Biden.
Versprecher passieren und wenn man
Slips of the tongue happen, and if you always monitor everyone, you will find enough of them.
Still, at least 14 Democratic lawmakers have called on President Biden to drop his bid for re-election. Some Democratic donors are also pausing donations until a presumptive nominee is declared. But Biden insists he's not leaving the presidential race. Despite his blunders, he insists he still has a chance to win. Kimberly Halkett, Al Jazeera, Washington.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.